Didn't even get to cross.
Hello there, everybody. I'm MrRiddlesworth, and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
It's Al.
The broadcast.
The broadcast.
So yeah, no one really suggested a good name, so we just came up with it.
Yeah, as soon as though we're always saying, bruh. What's up, bruh? Bruh.
What's up?
What's up, bruh? We're all bruhs. My eyes are
Yeah.
freaking itchy as balls right now. I don't know why.
But
But yes, this is the podcast where we talk about anything gaming and, you know, anything centered around gaming in general, really. Or YouTube. That kind of crap.
Or internet. Yeah.
Yeah,
that kind of crap.
that kind of crap. Well, it's not crap.
All right.
It's
Thanks
stuff
for
that we
watching.
find
Peace out,
interesting.
guys. All right. Yeah.
Like, for instance, yesterday, Enchajini came across an article on a website about using the online cheat systems. You know, the so-called hacks that people tend to use in games these days. And discovered quite a few games that we know they have. Obviously, like Heroes and Generals, Titanfall,
Call of Duty.
many others, and some that we didn't know. And there's quite a
What?
ludicrous business behind it all as well. There's an actual business infrastructure around hacks and cheating, which I find bloody mind-boggling. But it's all a supply and demand kind of thing, because if you remember the old cheats from the console days, you could get it in a magazine where you'd press certain buttons.
Up, down, left, right.
Yeah, to unlock.
Circle, X square.
Yeah,
Yep.
to unlock hidden abilities in the game, or to.
Oh, got an instant nuclear missile.
Yeah. But in the original days, cheat codes weren't cheat codes. They were codes that you used to unlock in-game content. And then that's when they decided to, oh, what if we give you a special power? That could be an in-game content. And then that's when the whole cheats era came about. And it all escalated from there. And PC gamers were screaming, hang on, how come we ain't got any cheats for our games? We need to find out ways to cheat. And coders get hold of the code for a certain game, and they find loopholes and ways to reprogram the actual lines of programming to bring out a certain result in the game, whether it be infinite ammo or unlocking all characters or unlocking all skills that are available. And it
Or weapons or shit.
I mean, I can sit here and I can say definitely that I have used cheat trainers before on PC games where games have been too hard physically, but I want to enjoy the game or I enjoy the storyline that it plays out. But I got so fucking frustrated that I didn't want to quit, uninstall the game and not play it again. I went to a cheat trainer where I could actually get like unlimited resources or, you know, max health and shit like that. But
yeah,
I have got cheat trainers, but that's no more different than knowing a cheat book for your PlayStation 2 and then using the codes.
yeah, I suppose.
That was me in Minecraft when I used to do Minecraft videos. Me and my friend, since we used to do like Hamachi servers, we used to like turn cheats on. When we weren't recording, we turned cheats on and got diamonds. We grabbed ourselves some diamonds and then we started recording. So the guys, we found some diamonds. This is the best day of our lives.
Just cheat away. What the hell?
But no,
Hang
I
on.
read Riddle's review about the cheating infrastructure. Basically, there was a alleged website. A journalist from PC Game interviewed them, and they said that they make roughly $1.25 million a year on customers from wanting to buy hacks. Basically, what they do is they charge a $10.95 a month per game. So if you wanted cheats for CSGO or League of Legends or Heroes and Generals and Titanfall and World of Tanks and a few other games, they've got it.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I think is ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know. But cheating's kind of like an addiction anyway, because once you do your first cheat, you want more.
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
one of the guys were talking about when he
Yeah.
was talking to the interviewer.
It's
He
like
says he was good at stuff, but once he tried hacks, he found it more pleasant and more fun to play, so he just kept using cheats and hacks all the time instead of actually doing what he wanted to.
Yeah, but then it just takes the fun out of achieving something in a game, doesn't it? Really, and if it's, like with multiplayer games, you're cheating other people. What
Hmm.
what do you get from that cheating wise?
Anyway, guys,
Really?
special guest today is Handsome Diddy.
Hello.
I got interrupted
Wow,
in the
now
intro,
we
didn't I?
introduce them. Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Well, it's an extra voice to the podcast that nobody else knew. It's like, who's this person? I don't know.
It's handsome dude.
Yeah. Handsome Diddy has joined us for the day.
Look at that boy. He's pretty.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
then-
I think we should make the channel private. I just noticed it's on public still.
What is?
Yeah, you might want to change your password on it, Riz.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
Yeah, we don't want straddlers
Like all you see
jumping
is
in.
random people join. It's like, hi. Like,
You know, and then on other news, we had like
Channel
recently
edited.
we had H1Z1 was released, and they kind of
I bloody
belly
love
flopped on
it.
the release time. What? Sorry?
I bloody love it.
You love it. It's just like Rust, basically.
It's nowhere near like Rust. Come on.
No,
No,
it's
it's-
like
it's way
Rust.
better. It's
It is
just
like
like-
Rust. They had zombies.
like
in Rust.
Rust.
They got wolves in.
Yeah,
Rust.
I think
They
Rust
got
was
bears in
was the
Rust.
game that started pretty much
Yeah, the base.
all
the base.
the other games that have spawned, like H1Z1, DayZ. Obviously, DayZ was always a mod, wasn't it? And then, actually, I think the mod was before actual Rust.
Yeah, well, because it was on
It was.
Arma 2.
Yeah, so the DayZ mod came first, and then everything else spawned from that, didn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically on the release of H1Z1, they basically estimated how many users actually wanted to come on the game. Originally, they said in the live stream that they were setting out a few servers for about 50 users. Now, on the week of the release, the game pretty much had problems where people were crashing, they couldn't log in, they couldn't do anything, and to basically... Because a lot of people were complaining that the game was like saying it was going to be like so awesome, and on release week it would show shit.
Yes, that's why I waited 7 days.
SOE offered a full refund to anybody who wanted a full refund. If the game was not to their standard, they could get
No
a refund
offense,
on.
but I think anybody that took the refund at such an early stage is an idiot, because
Yep.
this game is fantastic. If you look at the DayZ standalone and its age, and then you look at this and its age, and look at both their functions, H1Z1 has got exactly the same functionality, maybe a little bit more than DayZ, and it's still a young stage in its development. And DayZ and H1Z1 should take a lot of things from each other and learn from it and make each other's games better, if you know what I mean, because there's a lot of points in H1Z1 that are really good, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
points
well,
in DayZ.
if them two games blended together, then that would just
Yeah,
be like
DayZ
one heck
just
of a game.
runs
Wouldn't
like a piece of shit, no matter how
Yeah, I
powerful
know.
you build your computer. It's like even Frankie on PC, he's got one of the best computers going. He's got some
He's got
awesome
4 graphics
parts
cards
in
and
it,
something like that.
and it runs like a bag of shit. It gets into a town, and that's it. It drops to 20 frames, and everywhere else is like 120 frames. Like
Yeah, it
in
lags
the
a
woods where
lot.
there's nothing there, and then he'll go to somewhere where it's populated, and it just goes. Same as mine. Mine goes down to like 20 frames a second all the time when I go into a town. Whereas with this, it's a constant frame rate.
I'm about to say you can actually run this game in ultra settings and it does not lag
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's awesome.
But
Yeah,
then
well-
again, it is running on the Planet Side 2 engine, and the Planet Side 2 engine is quite amazing.
It's a really efficient piece of software.
Well, it's like my base tower. It's not even a decent one, really, is it? It's just there.
Yours is a
And it-
low-end gaming PC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I can run the game on high, and it's you know,
Smooth as a
smooth
baby's
as-
buttocks.
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's what
So-
games should be like. You shouldn't need to really beef up your computer to try and get the best performance out of it. I mean, there's obviously the PlanetSide 2 software has been out for a while now, and it's Sony's own piece of software, and it works really, really well. It is awesome. I think a lot of developers could learn from that, because obviously the Unreal Engine and the new Unity engine, they're really good. They're to just jump on and throw a game together. But when you start from scratch, and you're thinking, right, this is going to be our minimum specs, so let's try and program within those boundaries. And you do the best with what you can, and you come out with an awesome game like H1Z1 that runs really good. The draw distance, Jesus Christ, I've opened my render distance all the way up, and you can see for miles and miles, and it's always generating in without one bit of lag. It's freaking awesome. Whereas on DayZ, you've got to have it really close, otherwise you freaking...
Oh yeah, you got to have your trees, your foliage,
Yeah.
and everything all on low.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, no wonder most streamer, when they stream DayZ, it looks so foggy.
Yeah. It's pretty...
Like, what's up with the game, bruh?
Yeah,
Well-
they've turned the graphics details that low that obviously it runs smooth and run. Obviously,
Yep.
then they can't see very far.
The only thing that's wrong with it, right, is Riddles noticed it earlier, is when you look up at the moon, it looks like it's pasted over the stars.
Yeah,
You can see the
sometimes
stars
you
through
can see
the moon.
stars shining through the moon.
That's the only thing that I've noticed that's wrong with it.
There's a few little...
Well, any upcoming games you guys are excited for?
Oh yeah, Daylight.
Dying Light.
Daylight.
Yeah, Dying Light. I don't know, guys. I don't know. By the time this is up, Dying Light might be out. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Depends on where you're watching from, because I know for a fact some countries are gonna get it a bit earlier. So yeah.
It won't be out here yet. 30th, isn't it, Ench?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry?
I think I am gonna
Is it the
release this
30th
on the
for
day Dying
UK?
Light comes out.
30th for Dying Light.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
It was like 29th in some places and 27th in others.
Yeah, so
I just wanna
this footage
play it
will definitely
already.
be coming out before it's released in my country anyway. Well, our country.
Well,
Thing-
I don't know. If you play the game, then I don't know. You're cool.
I believe a game that I'm looking forward to doesn't come out till March because unfortunately a week or two ago they postponed the launch of GTA 5 to March the 27th.
Yes, they pushed it back again.
And basically, it's stability issues and polishing the game. That's what they say. But to compensate for that, Rockstar basically said if you pre-order GTA 5 for PC directly from them, you can buy any Rockstar. You'll get any Rockstar game for free, plus 1.3 million cash for in-game. Split between
Damn.
multiplayer and single player. But if you buy it from Steam, then you'll just get San Andreas automatically. And if you already own it, you'll just have to gift it to somebody else.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I've got an extra copy of San Andreas to give somebody else because I already own it.
Okay, so anybody else think that there was any games this year that got way overhyped and just disappeared off the radar really quick?
This year, I don't know.
Not quite sure.
This year just started, so we can't really say shit till I don't know 3 months in.
Within the last
I
12
guess.
months period.
Oh.
Murder Soul Suspect, that was, I don't know, I completed that in 2 days, so that was rubbish.
Yeah, it was a
Not
good
even
story
worth
though,
talking
but I don't
about.
think it went deep enough into it.
No, it could have been better.
All right, let me go on Twitter. There's always drama on Twitter, so let's see.
Shadow of Mordor, that died off pretty quick, and it
Yeah,
is
but
an
it's-
awesome game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's pretty much
Assassin's
like-
Creed
Yeah.
meets
Yeah,
Lord of the
Assassin's
Rings.
Creed. Oh my god, that was such a disappointment.
See, I won't play the Assassin's Creed until after the first 12 months have gone by since its release, because that's when you're guaranteed that most of the bugs will be out and it'll be the most playable. The only thing that I have, which is a really big bugbear with Unity, is the multiplayer system. It sucks balls. All Ubisoft multiplayer systems suck balls. You need
Yeah, true.
You need to be able to just drag your friends into a party and then go into a game. But with this, you've got to try and create clans, and you've got to have freaking sub-friends of your friends, and it's just stupid. You get
Well-
into a game joining random strangers in 5 seconds. But
Well,
when you're
there's
trying
a-
to join a game with your friends, it takes freaking half an hour to set up, 45 minutes.
The other release from Ubisoft though in last year was Watch Dogs.
Yeah, that disappeared pretty quick.
All the hype on that what was it?
I thought, I mean, it is an awesome
Single player is
storyline, but
good.
it's like the multiplayer aspect is like you could be doing something random, you'd be doing the story, and next
And then
minute
somebody attacks
dickhead
you.
jumps your game,
Yeah.
and you have to find out where the fuck he is, and it could be any pedestrian or anybody, unless they're actually making it painfully obvious and they're actually just moving erratic, like most of the noobs that play the game.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah,
And me.
Actually, I did
run-
one
run
hack without
everywhere.
getting caught once.
Plus, another pretty huge disappointment was Driver Club.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I haven't even
Mhm.
tried that game.
yeah,
No,
you got an
I've not.
exclusive for the PlayStation 4 if you have Plus, but I ain't downloaded that thing yet.
I didn't even played it or seen any of it. It's been pretty quiet.
Hmm.
Obviously, you can
Well-
find videos if you type it in, but you'd expect it with the amount of stuff that comes onto my my watch feeds, you know, recommended feeds and stuff. There's a mixture of games and things, but that is not one of them that's popped up.
Have you guys heard about the new Fantastic Four movie that's supposed to come out?
Yes, yes.
I haven't,
That's
no.
Not
this
yet.
year, innit?
Come on,
Is it confirmed? Because I'm not really sure. I
I-
recently heard about it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's this year. Because
Yeah,
the
they
whole
said.
the cast has changed and all, innit?
Wow.
And I think like Johnny Storm is
He's gonna have to be somebody else, isn't he? Because obviously he's Captain America.
Yeah,
now.
because
He's
he's
a
in
black.
Avengers.
They're using a black guy for Johnny Storm.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're using a black guy for Johnny Storm.
That's crazy. They can't change the race.
Yeah,
It's like changing Nick Fury from white to black.
Yeah.
Well-
Pretty much.
Well, there's a thing that I follow on my Facebook. What's it called? Geek Tyrant, and
Tyrone?
they've got loads of stuff on there
Geek
about
Tyrant.
movies and stuff. So go on there. I'll have a look now.
Well, that's all my coffee gone.
I'm scared to
Oh.
go on the internet. What if a video starts playing in the background?
Who's excited about the new Metal Gear Solid coming out?
I am.
No, well, the last one was a flop, wasn't it?
Well, the last one was like pretty much a prelude to this one.
It was just a mission. It was just that one mission.
Yeah,
It was just a
the Ground
prologue.
Zero was just the prologue to the actual game that's coming out.
Plus, apparently they will add the first-person mode to it as well.
Yeah,
That's messed up. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid and first person, I don't think they would really do well together.
well,
I don't know.
They do if they did it
GTA?
like an.
GTA went horrible with first person. That's
But
my
you see,
opinion.
you've got the option to go first person. So
yeah.
if you have an option for traditional camera modes or first person mode, or maybe
Yeah, that's true. If you
you
can
could
switch in
have
between,
an
it's pretty
alternating
cool.
camera, so it'll be normal, and then when you're aiming down your gun, then it could zoom in to first person mode. You know, things like that. It
Yeah.
does look pretty cool.
I mean, there is a
It's-
few games.
It's
I know,
impossible to drive in first person for GTA for me.
Yeah, it's
My
freaking
friend was about to
difficult.
pick me up in GTA Online the other day. He ran over me. He's
Unfortunately,
like, "Where you at?" I'm saying, "You fucking killed me."
Unfortunately, there's too many good games coming out this year, and we all know what they are. There's like Dying Light, and then there's Dead Island 2, and there's Just Cause 3, and I think soon, I think it's already out now, it's Saints Row Get Out of Hell, which
Yeah,
is
it
like a
is out.
standalone to Saints Row 4, which looks fucking amazing,
Yeah.
even though it's just basically a redubbed version of the same shit, but in a different layout and different storyline. But still, it looks good. And then we've got Mad Max, which is like from the films, which is supposed to be like a really good, awesome game. That's supposed to come out this year as well.
Yeah, the film looks awesome as well, though. Mad Max, the new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
And then we've,
Get
they've
on
got
and have a
the
look. at
biggest
the trailer.
hyped game so far that's made $64 million, which is Star Citizen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a game that I like to go on now and again, just to fly around my spaceship and see what new things are brought to it. But it's still a long way away from being a public multiplayer game yet. I think
Well-
they said it'll be about another 2 years before it was fully immersive, so that you could go in with your friends, you know, and do whatever you want to do. Because obviously there's going to be different types of jobs and things you can do. You could either be
I'm about to say, because I looked on their road plan, they're hoping eventually to bring it so you can actually fly down to planets and walk around in planets and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Like Mass Effect. Mass Effect was kind of like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want it to be
More or less.
non-transitioning, so that the whole universe is pretty much rendered in like playing
Seamless.
Daisy or H1Z1. Yeah, so that it's all rendered in as you go into it, rather than putting a wall there and then having a little animated cutscene while it loads in the next area.
Yeah,
They want it to be a seamless transitioning, so it does sound promising, but to do something like that, you need some awesome power and some awesome servers in the background running to communicate with everybody at the same time. It's a big project. I think it's going to be a lot more years in the making before it's complete. It might not
Well,
even be complete. It might be an ever evolving thing where they're constantly updating and changing things. You know, it's a pretty exciting thing, actually. I'll have to put the link of that into the video. Roberts Industries is the website.
Robert Space
It's a
Industries, I think,
freaking
isn't it?
awesome game.
yeah. Robert Space Industries.
Robert Space Industries.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
keep taking up my email inbox.
Yeah, they keep spamming me like once
Yeah.
a week.
Can't you unsubscribe?
Yeah, you can, but
Yeah.
we want to follow them though. That's the thing. I think another thing that's came out recently, I believe it came out a few days ago, where Microsoft unveiled their HoloLens, which is basically like it's like a pair of goggles, which has like a built-in speaker and a camera, and you can physically see holograms in your room,
Yeah, augmented
much like Star
reality.
Trek. Much like Star Trek with the holodeck, and you can basically play Minecraft, and you can build stuff and all kinds of wacky stuff, and it looks really intriguing. I reckon if they actually produce this to a point where it's actually affordable, you know, a couple £100, kind of like the dev kit for Oculus Rift, and then, you know, mass produce it,
Yeah.
loads of people actually buy it because you can use it for everything.
The-
I saw a
the
guy
only
walking
problem
into his
with-
kitchen, there's like calendar on his fridge, and there's Skype on background,
Yeah.
and
It'd take
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
cool.
setting up to, because obviously with augmented reality, you've actually got to walk around. You've actually got to put like a start image somewhere, and then what it does, it'll lock onto the start image, and then it'll scroll down or open up a digital window, like a Microsoft window. It'll just pop up on your fridge, and no matter where you are, you'll be able to see this window at the right angle as well, which is pretty cool. Augmented reality is definitely a good thing, I think, for especially if they come out with maybe software that you can have multiplayer games with your friends. Say like if you've each got a headset, like actual in-life Counter-Strike or something like that, just using your hands as a gun, but, you know, stuff like that. It's pretty awesome.
I was about to say, because there was a guy who's actually puts like the news on his wall, and then he uses his finger to stretch out the screen to make it bigger.
Yeah.
It looks quite amazing. I said on Twitter straight away, I said straight off the bat, if you put a price up, I'll buy it straight away because it does look fucking amazing. It's like total next gen. It's like all them Star Trek episodes you watch, and then see them go to holodeck and go, oh, that's just stupid. And then as soon as you see this come out, you're like, yeah, I want this.
Yeah, I'm having one of those.
I mean, I'd love to just sit there and play Minecraft in my living room, watching pegs run across my table, and have, you know, got a castle next to my TV and everything else.
You could even have like a software like counting sheep to help you go to sleep.
Oh yeah, I
So
just fall
you
asleep after
see-
3 beers. I don't need a fucking screen.
Sheep flying
What?
over your bed. Who wants?
Watch it cost more than my rent.
Yeah. Speaking of tech, obviously GeForce brought out their GTX 960, which is their lower priced card of the new top three tier cards. Obviously there's the 970, the 980, and now they've released the 960, which is pretty much like the 760 that I've got.
the
But
660 that I've got.
it has a really more efficient power delivery system, and it takes less power to run the card also, which is freaking awesome. So I might be upgrading to some 960s.
Supposed to be a lot easier in the pocket than buying the top end
the
ones.
960s are just as much as the 760s, but I could sell the 760s and buy two 960s, which is weird.
Yeah, because obviously the 960s have got more cores than the 760s.
Yeah,
Same clock
that's
speed as
the
well.
only reason that they're a bit more expensive. The clock speed's the same, 1153. Yeah. It's just the amount of cores, which would be beneficial, because I think the 960 is enough. That is the perfect card for price as well as performance, because if you get two of them in SLI, it outperforms the 980 anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no point spending, double on one 980 when you can get two 960s and outperform the 980 anyway for half the price of it. It just boggles the mind. And I think running SLI is a lot easier on the system as well, especially the CPU, because the GPU takes up more of the workload if there's two GPUs.
I think also recently the new Resident Evil remastered version of the original Resident Evil from PlayStation 1 came out.
Yeah.
And it's like 15, 20 quid on Steam, and it looks quite good. Seeing it's a remastered version.
It's freaking
but
awesome.
Apparently they've changed some of the stuff in the game that weren't in the original game to make it slightly more different.
There's monsters in it that I didn't see in the first one. I've actually been watching a Red Wolves playthrough. Put the link down in the bottom of the channel so you could go watch it. And it looks beautiful. It's done really well, and they've stuck to the original mechanics as well, with the cameras in the corners and obviously having to use left and right to turn and move forward and backwards. There's no like over the shoulder camera stuff. It's really cool. It's how Resident Evil should have been done, I think. I think they changed it too much.
Yeah.
Changed into something else. Speaking of changing it into something else, did you know Devil May Cry was actually spawned from a Resident Evil project?
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
Really?
Dante was going to be a new Resident Evil character, and they decided to give him a sword and have all these abilities and moves, and this is no, he's way too different. We can't, make another game using him. It was for Resident Evil 3.
Well, that was Nemesis, wasn't it?
Yeah, the third one
Yeah.
was Nemesis, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was number 2 and then Nemesis.
Oh, I
But
didn't
anyway,
like
they
Nemesis.
decided to pull him, and this guy, I can't remember what his name was, but he was in charge of the project at the time. He actually set a couple of guys aside to work on Dante and bring out an original storyline for him. And he set, obviously, the rest of his team starting from scratch with the new Resident Evil 3. And the guys that worked on Devil May Cry did the best they could and made pretty much a pop icon.
But Devil May Cry
just blew up.
Yeah, but Devil May Cry was changed. Was it last year or the year before? They released a new one.
Technically, it wasn't changed. They just went back to when Dante was young.
Yeah.
So there was only him as a young kid. Because there's a scene right at the beginning of the game where he's crashing through all his caravan and everything, and shit's blowing up, and a wig lands on his head, and he sees himself in a mirror, and he says, "Not in a million years," and then throws the wig off. But it basically shows you him in the future. It's like poking fun at it. It's a really cool game. I've only ever played the demo for it, but I want to get the full game.
Yeah, I played it on Xbox, the demo for that.
Of what? You mean the DMC version or which one?
Yeah.
Oh, I've
got
played
the
it on
DMC
PlayStation.
version on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, me too. Good old PlayStation Plus. God bless you.
Yeah, I think we've also had another surprise this week where basically Microsoft has also announced Windows 10, which basically they're going to give a free upgrade for everybody on Windows 7 and 8, and I think XP as well. So that way they can get everybody.
Thank God, because I'm still
onto
stuck on
Windows 10.
stuck on Windows 7 from my computer.
Yeah.
So they can all get onto Windows 10 for free, but as long as you upgrade with the first year that they release it. Because if you don't, then you have to buy a £200 product to upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it's really cool as well. I've actually been watching some videos of it and some interfacing with it, and it's pretty much going to be what it's like a mixture of having Steam there, having all your Xbox video there and everything all in one place, and being able to stream games back and forth from your Xbox, and
That's gonna be
Yeah, it's
fun,
gonna be a
'cause it's like
massive
playing
upgrade
your
for me.
Xbox games on your PC.
Yeah,
3 Windows later.
it's going to be really, really freaking awesome. Because obviously there's a lot of Xbox games you can't buy for the PC.
Yeah, I'm gonna be clueless because I barely knew how to use Windows 8.
But
And since you can use the Xbox controller with the PC, it would make it a lot easier to play on your PC.
yeah, but do you guys think that console gaming is actually dying out?
Not
No,
really.
definitely
No.
not.
There's tons of games coming out that are
No.
only for consoles and not for PC.
Exactly. Uncharted, for
That's what
example.
they say.
Yeah,
but
Uncharted 4 is gonna be
after-
amazing.
After a couple of years, they end up on the PC anyway.
No, they won't.
Not Uncharted.
Not
Well-
yeah, probably not.
Well, Riddles, the Gadget Show last year, they said that PC gaming was dying out. That's why all everything's going laptop or
Yeah, PC
or-
gaming will never die out.
well, how you get them monitors with the built-in PCs and that,
Yeah, the
All in ones.
iMacs and stuff.
and that's what he was saying on there, that PC gaming's dying down, so nobody's gonna want a stack. You know what I mean? Nobody
I'll
wants-
always want to start because if anything goes wrong, I can just dive in and sort it out myself.
Yeah,
I
all you
don't
see
want
is
an
Mac
all-in
becomes a
one
game
that I have
master.
to send to somebody else to fix and then send me it back because it could either get damaged even worse in transit, either there or back, or they could not even find the right problem and do something stupid to it, and could lose data, things
You
like
can,
that.
you can customize your stack though, can't you? Like with a laptop, what can you buy is just a skin to put over the lid.
Well, so in most
Yeah.
in most Macs and stuff these days, you can change the RAM, and the hard drive and the disk drive, but you haven't got access to the core components. But PCs are a lot better because you can constantly upgrade them. You're not stuck with one system. If you've got more money to put more parts into it, then that's fine. If you've got more money and you've got a laptop, you just think, right, shall I get another laptop?
Yeah, I mean the thing is that with
Upgradability is
PCs
better.
and consoles, PCs cost more if you want to get like a PC where you can run almost every single game.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why like the PC users have decreased over the past few years.
I think
So,
it
like,
quite
yeah.
works that way because when I bought my PC, I didn't buy it for every single game possible. I just bought it to model around the games I was playing at the time because I was looking for a birthday present for myself, and I basically went on a load of websites that told me what frames per second the game gave me with ultra settings. I looked at Battlefield 4, I looked at PlanetSide 2, I looked at a few, and then that's how I selected my setup. Now, this setup would last me for at least several years before I chose to get an upgrade, which is similar to a laptop. You can get laptops with a certain spec, but if you're looking for like a gaming laptop, then you go for a decent one. Like MSI brought one out with some Titan graphics cards in, which is like expensive as fuck.
GT80.
Yeah.
But then, like Sal was saying, to get a newer game, you have to upgrade your computer, don't you? Basically.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what they say. But if you look at the recommended specs on like H1Z1, I shouldn't be able to run that.
Yeah, but the
Dying-
recommended stats for
by-
H1Z1 is not right. It should be set as same as PlanetSide 2's.
Yeah.
Bare minimum you need
What
is
they've
a
done is
660
they've
GTX.
overshot it so that people will look at it and think, all right, maybe I need to upgrade a bit, maybe not. I'll give it a try anyway, and then they'll try the game, and then it'll run as smooth as it does, and they're like, oh yeah, awesome. Don't need to do anything. But
That's why as soon as they announced that it was on the PlanetSide 2 engine, I was like, I don't need to do anything with my computer because I already know I can run it in ultra settings. And with that, you've got like thousands of players on the server, not 250 or 500.
and apparently I shouldn't be able to run Dying Light, but I bet you 20 quid I can.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pre-order it because I thought to myself, well, I can't fucking run this. There's no point.
Because it'll give you a certain spec on the processors and things like that. It'll say this is the minimum and this is
Yeah.
the recommended. On the minimum specs, I don't meet it because it says a minimum of an 8350 CPU. But mine's a 6350, but it's overclocked way past beyond what it says it needs. So if I can't run the game, I'll bow my head. But if I can, I will stick a great big finger up And I'll tell you, your spec recommendations, you're freaking wrong. It's just your PC's capabilities, because everybody's is different. Obviously,
Yeah,
mine's...
but it's that like that Nvidia, what is it, experience thing, right? It optimizes your games for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
that's
makes
what
it
I've got
easier
mine.
for your
Well,
computer to
I
run.
shouldn't be able to run DayZ
Yeah, but you
or Dead Rising 3. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I can run it, and I can run them quite smooth as well. So
without stressing the system.
yeah, it's you know, I know what you're saying, right? It's
They put in way too much overspec on their recommendations and minimums, because a lot of PCs can run them without that much power, especially if they've got multiple cores. Then you don't need...
I mean, if you think of overall stuff like freedom-wise, PC obviously has more freedom because you can like watch movies, and I mean you could do it for consoles too, but like you just have more freedom to it. Like if you think of it, PC obviously is superior compared to any other gaming stuff, but I don't know. Like to
Yeah.
get a Super Beast gaming PC, you gotta like put some cash into it. You gotta stretch out that wallet and put some cash into it.
There's quite a bit of cash in mine.
Yeah. For me, I
Ridiculous.
don't know. I got it for like $1,400, so yeah. I mean, it should be. I mean, I got it a while ago, so yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's not too powerful. It's not too bad. It's like all right for now.
Yeah,
like
mine's just spot on. Mine will last me a couple of years.
Yeah,
but
like the main reason why I
because I'm
bought it is
such a
because
tech addict, I want to upgrade to obviously the next level all the time. When the new one's out, I want to have one. I want it.
I
You
want
know
it
what I mean?
now. Yeah, that's what I'm. I want it.
Avon.
And it's like I want to get a new 9590 CPU and obviously two 960s, so I can get them in there. So not only will I have more processing power, but I'll have less power consumption on the card, so I can put more into overclocking the CPU if I need to.
Yeah, I mean the main reason why I bought a PC is because why I bought a new one is because my previous one wasn't obviously as good. No, it was nowhere near as good. It used to lag when I browsed a video on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
it was so shit. And afterwards, I'm just like, all right, YouTube seems interesting. I got into YouTube, and this is what happened. I tried running Elgato. If I recorded my audio, there would have been like a freaking 2-minute delay. I'm just like shit. So I had to deal with it for like a few months, and then I got this. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say a big thank you to Riddles, like, because I this time last year I was running a computer on Vista, you know, just using it for solitaire and browsing the internet.
Vista, one of the most overhyped.
Oh yeah, it was, and it's rubbish and all. Completely
Yeah,
rubbish.
it's horrible.
Completely rubbish. But you know, thank you, Riddles.
You're welcome.
Best brother-in-law anybody could ask for.
Like I said, when I
Kiss
finish
him out.
Because it spoils me.
yeah, I'll try to.
Nabis,
Yes?
did you know last week that Battlefield 4 had a sneaky little thing? They basically said if you played last week on Battlefield 4, you could unlock hardline multiplayer beta heist mode just by playing Battlefield 4.
It wasn't just about playing, it was about the community mission by killing over, like,
But
for
Battlefield
all...
5 has been announced.
You
that's the
basically
thing.
had to score
Has
2
it?
billion points
There's
in
a new
rush
Call
mode
of
to
Duty been
unlock the
announced
heist
and all,
mode.
isn't
Yeah, pretty much.
No, what were you saying, Diddy? I didn't hear.
There's a new Call of Duty been announced and all.
Ugh.
I didn't know
Yeah, we
that.
still don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Connor was
It's
saying
obviously going to be by Treyarch because people are just waiting for
Yeah.
Treyarch
Hope it's just by
zombies.
it is
Treyarch.
Treyarch. Connor,
Treyarch's the best fucking
Treyarch
company they've
was
got.
definitely the pinnacle for Call of Duty.
World at War. World at War was the best
And
one.
then
World at War
Sledgehammer
was
Games gets
amazing.
it
I
just
still have
as
it for
its poop.
PC.
Yeah, World at War was brilliant.
Yeah, I play custom zombies usually now.
Freaking dogs are going crazy in
Cool.
the kitchen.
Speaking of new games, Overkill, the new company that made Payday, they announced that they're gonna make their own Walking Dead game.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's been overdone, to be honest.
What, Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Well,
They-
it was that.
I
it was the
remember that
that
one
done-
shitty Walking Dead game.
Yeah, it was the ones that done the The new Game
Telltale.
of Thrones game. What are they called?
Telltale, yeah.
Telltale, yeah.
Well, that Walking Dead game was alright, and then there was the shitty one that was just based on.
Survival Instinct.
Telltale's doing Minecraft's campaign storyline.
Are they?
No,
Yeah.
I mean the Overkill is making a new Walking Dead game. The company that made Payday.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
It's going to be like a four multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That there's apparently gonna be a co-op first-person shooter. That combines role-playing, stealth, and survival horror elements into the brand new storyline. Players will have to fight for their lives in Washington following the zombie outbreak.
Yeah,
Nice.
because
Do you know what game I want to see?
What?
I want to see a new Grand Theft Auto London.
Yes.
Yeah, no, because that was like
Yes.
That was the best
That
Grand
was.
Theft Auto out of the first three.
That was brilliant.
And
They
they
only-
need to do a
They
3D
only released it
version.
as a one-off to try it out, and then
Yeah,
they were going to
but
continue
it was
it, but
massive.
worked out.
But
It was
you
the massive
needed-
GTA
you
that
needed
they
Grand
released.
Theft Auto. You needed Grand Theft Auto 2 when it first came out. You needed Grand Theft Auto 2 to run it because
Yeah.
it was an expansion.
I bought it as a pack.
But then it became
Yeah.
a standalone because it was that
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah, and it was brilliant. Brilliant game.
What was the game that was like it for the PS2?
GTA London, I remember that.
You
Liberty
played
City
Cockney
Stories?
Gangster. What
Oh,
was
yeah,
it called
Gangster.
now?
Getaway.
The Getaway, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
That
That
was
was a
like
good game.
GTA in London, but the mechanics were just so crap.
Did you know
it's so grand.
Yeah,
British,
it took a long
British,
time to get
British
used to.
Telecom sued them because you had the British Telecom vans.
Yeah,
So BT sued them, and they had to take the They had to recall all the games, and then republish them
yeah.
without the British Telecom in.
that's stupid.
I know it's mental.
That's free advertising for BT.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
They just saw it as like if something else happened in the game and it was negative, they'd just take
Yeah.
it against their own customers.
Oh yeah,
basically.
terrorists used one of
Well,
our
it's a-
bombs to blow up that building. Nope, we don't want it in there.
Well, it's the same as Gran Turismo. You know, it's the licensing for the cars.
yeah,
It's like you can't smash the car up, but we're in Getaway you could smash it up, and that's what they were saying is you're smashing up BT vans. What's
it's like a
BT
big
property.
middle finger.
It's,
We don't like it.
It's virtual.
Stupid.
What's the matter?
Freedom of creativity. That's what I
Yep.
say.
But I don't know
I
how they
hate
can
I
sue
hate it when
somebody
it comes to
because
censorship
it's like-
in games.
like when we were talking about that cheating stuff earlier on, and the guy spoke to him where says the site originates in like Beijing or something. They physically have to get a lawyer in Beijing to even consider suing them for
Yeah,
causing shit. But it's too much trouble because then you have to go through international laws and stuff like that. And they said that if they spoke to the FBI or Interpol, they basically said, if somebody steals $90 million in diamonds, give us a call. But if someone hacks in your game, we'll just tell you to fuck off.
yeah. Because technically, if it's somebody in your country doing hacking, you've got them by the balls. But if they're in a different country, it seems as though it's the laws where they're doing it from that apply, which is freaking stupid. If they haven't got any hacking laws over there, you're fucked because you can't try and extradite them. So they'll just say, don't be stupid, that's a stupid law.
Don't be
It's
daft,
only
Dave.
games. What they're playing at. Grow up, kid.
But no, next topic for me would be games coming to next-gen consoles, because we've seen Borderlands, the original Borderlands, they remastered it for the next-gen consoles on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
To be
Wait,
honest,
what?
I wish
Doing
they'd
that?
stop remastering games. I know they've done really well with the
Castlevania.
Resident Evil,
Hmm.
but I just wish they'd stop it. Because some games tend to ruin
Do you?
the image you had of the original.
Well, the Borderlands Remastered bundle that's coming to the PS4 and Xbox One, it's Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and the pre-sequel in a massive bundle.
Yeah,
You get, as well as all the DLCs,
I hope
which is
it's
great.
just like a resolution upgrade rather than
Well, how much is that gonna cost?
adding anything. It'll be like 60 quid, won't it?
Probably. At most.
Plus, there's actually going to be a claptrap version where you actually get the
You get to go in his
RC little
mind.
trap.
Yeah, that
the
ticks me
claptrap
off and
in it.
all. No offense, but most Americans and Canadians get their games for $60. We pay £60. If you look at the exchange rates, we are getting fucked
Yeah, we get
majorly
ripped,
for
yeah.
games.
It's because we've got like a
We're
20%
playing-
tax though, and they've got a 0% tax.
Well, if you work
No,
it
we gotta
out,
pay
they're
tax
paying like,
too. It's
Yeah, I
like
know, but
for Canada,
our
it's
conversion
13%
rates
of the
by
money you
world
pay.
is different.
Yeah, exactly. So why should we have to pay more? Technically, it's the same in the currency, but in value, it's not.
Yeah.
We should have to pay 45 quid if you look at the exchange rate. Especially if it's an American developer. Y'all pay 60, we pay £45. That's how it works out, isn't it?
What about the new Halo?
No.
Rubbish.
No.
No.
Landed on its
Master Chief Collection was a disappointment.
Alright. What about the
New
new
Halo's
Batman?
going to be just the same.
Arkham
New
Knight?
Batman, I haven't played it yet.
Oh, because it's not
No
out.
spoilers.
Yeah, because it's not out yet.
No spoilers, please.
Arkham Knight is
Plenty
only,
of spoilers.
it's only for next gen, isn't it? It's not for
Yeah.
360.
Well, guys,
I'm waiting
if you have any news recommendations, then let us know. Just send us a link or something on Twitter.
Or questions.
Hey up, mate. Talk about this for a bit, Wolver.
Stop rambling about proper bollocks.
What are your views on this? Be good if I keep me
Yeah,
balls.
just let us know what you thought about the topics. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We should do an like an agony section.
Yeah.
You are in agony. That's why I choose not to do it.
Yeah, no. we'll have a section called Ask the Breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Ask the
breath. Ask us anything you want, we'll answer it. But one thing I want to say before I go is I want Valve to hurry up and pull the finger out their asses and come up with a new Source engine.
Well, that one that's not hackable, like you mean on top.
Yeah, one not
Yeah,
only is
pretty
not
much.
hackable, but to spawn the next level of games, because obviously Counter-Strike have added a texture pack in with CSGO, so it's not technically a new engine, it's just a polished version of the Source 2 engine.
So
But
it's
if they
polished
made
nerd.
Source 3 engine, they could do a lot more with character models and things like that, because a lot of people want to see Gary's mod videos and other things like that, but the games look shit. They do. They look like you're playing them on the PS2 or the PS1, some of them. It's ridiculous.
The Mega
I don't mind the game
Drive.
that me and Snabis played on. What was it called, Snabis?
Stalker.
No, the one that we played yesterday with the snipers.
Sniper
Oh.
Elite? No.
Insurgency, was it? Something like that?
Oh, yeah, it
Insurgency,
was
the one that I
Insurgency.
bought you lot.
Oh, shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
shit,
that
up.
one
Yeah,
doesn't...
he don't buy everybody everything. We buy each other stuff. That's what boyfriends
Well,
do.
Snabbies don't.
No, Snabbies don't.
Snabbies just take.
Snabbies can't
never
afford.
gives.
Snabbies is
Snabbies
our
lives
little
in a
puppy.
third world country, you see, so we just buy him
It's
stuff.
not a third world country.
He trades his grain, rice.
He's just not old enough to have a full-time job yet. That's the problem.
I'll give you
Yeah.
a go.
He's old
game.
enough. Just
Well,
not
who's
last
not
country.
old enough?
Randomly though, Riz, did you know that Evolve, the beta is now on Xbox One?
I've played it on the Xbox One. And
Really?
the game itself is fun if
Yeah.
you're playing it with friends.
No,
Until
because
you get
As
kicked.
for the lack of things to do in the game, that just takes the piss. If they're expecting people to pay 60 quid for that piece of crap and not give you anything more than a, freaking couple of maps, a couple of monsters, and the same 3 guys to choose from, then they need a kick in the nuts. Seriously.
Wait, what do you do in Evolve? I know the game, but
you,
like
you,
I
you
don't
just
know
hunt
the
down
concept.
a monster.
A bunch of
that's it?
monsters, and they
That's pretty
basically-
much.
the
You can play
monsters
the
have
monster
to
as
slowly
well.
evolve their cells by eating and devouring other creatures in
Oh,
the
it's
land.
like how one person gets to be the monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
wow.
you get chased down by the other guys.
Just get a DLC for Black Ops 2 when you can be the zombie.
Yeah. And I think the game itself is an awesome concept, but like so many recent games, they haven't got enough in it. It's like
yeah,
they've got
I
a
mean,
nice
for
little
the price, it's not enough.
they've got a nice little glowing ball, but it needs to be it needs to be a freaking sun in the sky. It needs to shine and say, yeah, the best game ever.
Yeah,
But it's
but
not.
they
It's
don't
just
do
like,
that.
yeah,
though,
we've
do
got
they?
this little idea, but we don't really want to ruin our idea too much.
Yeah, but
We'll
that's
leave it
what,
like
that's
that,
what,
and then we'll throw
advertising's
DLCs
for,
at you to pay for. Fuck off!
That's what
Stick DLCs. Stick it in the fucking game.
that's what advertising's for, though, is just to hype it up, and then it's everybody.
Yeah, and then everybody
yeah.
gets it, and there's like, oh,
Well,
disappointment. I want
And
my money
that's
back.
randomness now, Riddles. You know, we used to play Minecraft on the Xbox One. They're releasing a skin pack, which is The Simpsons, so you can play as Marge and Homer, everybody from out of The Simpsons.
Yeah, you know I'm going to be, don't you?
Yeah, Mo.
I don't know, really.
How's it going, neighbour?
Sideshow Bob, maybe?
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
Do you know the scientist guy's my
Look,
favourite?
Bart. I know I've tried to kill you a few times.
What's his name?
But
The
I've changed.
scientist?
Professor Frink.
Yeah.
Frank.
Did you know his voice is based on the original Nutty Professor?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jerry Lewis.
Do you know what I want to play to see if I'm any good at it?
What?
Yeah, but
A MOBA.
What?
The oboe.
Just a MOBA game.
A MOBA game
like
like
League of Legends
or
or-
Dota 2 or...
Yeah, apparently
new
StarCraft's
Heroes
the
of the
best
Storm that's
kind
come
of
out.
game to play like that. Top-down freaking playing game.
Yeah, but StarCraft 2 is like a RPM RTS game.
Oh, I
don't
did
know what
play
all
Dota
these
2.
things of.
I
I
know
don't know what
these-
all the
these
terminologies
terms
are.
I've just used that you haven't so I don't understand what the fuck I've just said.
My brain just went, hang on a minute.
Melted.
I know about the RPG and the RTS, but what the hell was the other one?
What RPM?
RPM. What the fuck's an RPM?
It's basically when you're doing multiple things at the same time.
Okay, let's move on.
What? No,
Okay, let's move on.
Reps
It's
per
basically when you're
minute.
doing multiple things. It's called micromanaging, basically.
Yeah. I watched
You're
that.
doing 6 things at the same time while trying to intercept somebody's units or defeat somebody.
What the hell? My eyes are burning like balls, man.
I only mentioned RPM and your eyes are burning.
Nah, man. Fucking hell, too much information.
Apparently,
Eyes are
Ubisoft
burning
have
like
announced that they're
balls.
making a Watch Dogs 2
I do
as well.
apologise, guys. I don't know
Yeah.
what's wrong with my eyes. Maybe I've...
And
somebody
Sniper
tried to
Elite
pink eye me or
3 is
something.
coming on the next-gen consoles in the
Go back-
Ultimate
what-
Edition.
What now?
Sniper Elite 3.
Sniper Elite 3 are bringing out a Ultimate Edition, which includes the main game as well as lots of DLCs for... It comes out in March, I think, 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
I used to love it when DLC was another large expansion to the fucking original game. Now it's all... You can play this character, or you can wear this suit, or you can have this sword, or you can pick nose using your other finger. It's like, what the hell? Just give me something that's meaty and substantial, and I'll pay for it.
I mean, at least they're doing that in GTA. They are making new DLCs just as an update.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Rockstar have it spot on. But as long as everybody else is willing to
Yeah,
pay
they
for
know-
stuff just to stay on top of their new game,
They know how to market their shit.
it's ridiculous. People need to stop going, oh, yeah, I'll pay, and then throwing money at the screen. They need to sit down and think.
That's pretty
"Hang on
much
a
Call
minute."
of Duty. It's the same
Is
thing
this
every
gonna
year,
be
but
bad?
people still pay for the DLC,
Yeah.
including me.
Well, I had enough of it when I paid for... what did I get? It was Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts.
No, I didn't get any.
And then
DLCs
I
for those.
immediately
didn't like
bought the
game.
season pass. And it was like, it was pretty much the same price as the game because of all the DLC that was coming out for it.
Yeah.
And I just thought, what the fuck have I just done? I've spent 90 quid on a game. On one game.
On which game?
You were a dick then, weren't you?
Ghosts. And I don't even play it now because I've got an Xbox One and not a 360. So,
360.
yeah. 360 is upstairs in my daughter's bedroom now. I don't use it, she does. But even if I wanted to play it on the Xbox One, if I download it for the Xbox One, I can't carry over my DLC because it's on my Xbox account. I've got to repurchase the game and repurchase it for another platform. Even
Wow,
though it's-
really?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Wow, that
With
sucks.
Titanfall, they had it spot on. Same with Minecraft. I paid £1.50 to get my Minecraft account upgraded, and then I paid something like £5 for my Titanfall account to be what was the word? Season pass. Because I have it on the PC as well, and I purchased it and paid for the season pass on this. For some reason, it freaking let me upgrade for a $5 on Xbox, which was awesome. It's ridiculous. The gaming industry just wants too much money out of people these days.
Yeah, now a lot of companies don't even care about the people playing the games. They're just like, yeah, you're gonna pay, so we're gonna make the game.
Yeah. Well, especially the developers, well, Warhammer, sorry, they're the biggest culprits for that kind of behavior.
It's also one of the things I've been noticing on YouTube.
Want.
Like, maybe a YouTuber used to work super hard on their videos, then all of a sudden they start getting views and they stop putting effort. I'm not gonna point anyone out, but
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I can't help it. It just happens sometimes, and I have to do streams instead.
Yeah, I've decided.
I didn't mean anyone from this group. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for confessing, bro.
That's alright. Yeah.
I joke. You're awesome, man.
After 5 beers, I'll tell you anything.
Yeah, because of my work schedule, obviously, I just wanted to put footage up on my channel, even if it was a live stream. You know, it was a video for people to watch. But then I thought, no, because I'm not really putting enough effort into it, and it's diluting the channel's content. So I'm gonna stop uploading live streams to the channel. My eyes are burning like Mars.
Well, I'm doing live streams in between my normal recorded stuff because it's a lot easier for me to do if I've got a busy week and I can't.
Yeah, I mean, for you it's understandable since you do walkthroughs. I mean, that's a different thing.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of short games lately.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, I'm sticking out people who play like different games. They have no enthusiasm. They barely edit. They just crop out the beginning where they were just preparing and the end.
Oh, you mean like Yummy Mash?
Yummy Mash don't do anything there.
No.
Burn.
His best mate does.
Well, we can't really point anyone out because there are way too many people.
I can. I'm not scared because I'm a British YouTuber as well, and I think it's shameful, to be honest. In the beginning, he did. Obviously, he sent all his videos off to his editor. And then he'd get them back and bang them up. And it had a nice intro and a nice outro. And then as soon as he smashed his 500,000 mark, that were it. Freaking no outro, no this and other. And just a quick video. Hello, how's it going? And then, see you later. See you at the next one.
Yeah, but it's not hard to do an intro and an extra. Because, I created mine. It took me probably about a day and a half to create, and then once then I just copy and paste.
The funniest thing about it is you can actually add an intro and an outro that YouTube will throw on the video for you every time you upload one.
I know that. Too much effort.
What the frick you doing, bro?
Too much effort to this feature.
Yeah, and it's like they'll do regular charity live streams and stuff when they're small as well, and then they'll just eventually stop until somebody says, "Oh, you haven't done a charity live stream for ages." They'll go, "Oh yeah, shit, maybe I should do one." There's no. It's disheartening because I have so much aspiration for my channel. I know that we could make a difference with our little community that we've got growing, and it needs a bit of notice because there's so many people out there that have got to that level now where they have a little bit of let's say power or influence to try and make a bit of a difference to some part of life, whether it be a charity or actually going out and doing something, and being an inspiration for people. They don't do anything. They just sit there reveling in it. I think it's wrong. YouTube used to be a place where people could come and be original and be inspirational.
I'm original, and I'm inspired by Phil Anonymous because
I've got to admit, Enchajini, you are one of a kind, mate.
I'm just here.
Yeah, I noticed that because I did a video on YouTube a couple of days ago, and Riddles was like, "Where's the enthusiastic intro that I usually like to see?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, dude. I thought I'd already done it, but I didn't. I missed it off the video." So I basically just started the video like, This is going to be interesting. This is the game started and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So at least it shows that people do watch my content, even though we're just friends.
Yeah, but I think smaller channels like us, we're more innocent and more enthusiastic about it all. Whereas if you actually talk to a big YouTuber, get into one side and talk to them about it, they see it as more of a massive weight on the shoulders, and it gets them a bit stressed out. Um,
Well, I'm not really. How do I say? When I said effortless videos, I don't mean to hate on anyone, but I don't know. I just think it's
I
effortless.
don't, but when the subject's brought up, it kind of sets me raging because there's so many out there that have done it, and you know, it's absolutely crazy. The freaking, there's the biggest YouTubers out. You know, they sometimes do charity live streams.
I'd
And
love
they'll
to do those, but unfortunately, I don't have a community or a fan base where people are continuously coming back to my streams. If I did,
I
Yeah.
then
said that I'd
them.
do one at 500.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
obviously
our
I'm
channel would
far
do
away
it too.
from that
Honestly,
yet.
if we had viewers, that's the thing.
Well,
Well, we
it's-
do, but like it's like out
it's
of
spreading the word as well, isn't it? When you're doing
out
a
of
live
like
stream.
400 something, 490 people, like 100. How does it? 30 to 100 people come back. So yeah.
I mean, I'd love to do a live stream and then donate towards some to a charity if somebody donates as well. So that way I'm showing, goodwill to say, yes, I'm
Yeah, I mean,
streaming a game,
I
I'm
would-
doing it for charity.
I wouldn't
and
mind.
if you're going to donate, I'll donate too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
well-
donating myself. I would. All I need is like a small community to help us out, and
Yeah. Honestly,
Only if
my-
I can physically afford it, you know what I mean? I didn't want like 2,000 people to join my stream and then suddenly
yeah,
everybody
obviously not,
donates
like-
$10 and then suddenly I have to donate $3 for every person and then, then I've got like
you're a lot of money out of
300
pocket.
quid that I can't afford and I have to donate it to charity. It's like, I mean, I can't afford to give charity all the time, but if I have to, I will.
Yeah, most of us can't afford it, especially those of us that work full time. But
especially me.
it's
Especially
it's
our
also
crew.
the thought of being charitable that's inspirational to people. Like Markiplier is perfect because when he does a charity live stream, he tells you straight away he's going to donate like 10 grand to the charity or 6 grand, 5 grand, whatever.
Well, after
However
that,
much
'cause after how
he
many
can
years
spare.
he's been doing YouTube, he can afford to.
Yeah, exactly. But that is a big chunk of money if you think about it.
Yeah, because for me and you, it's like, oh my god, I've been fucking rich.
I'd love to have, yeah, freaking give me 10 grand. Holy crap. And I'll take my family on holiday for a week. Yeah. Because working on a wage like freaking mine is ridiculous. You can't afford to save up to go on holiday. You've
It'd
got
take
enough to
about a
pay
year
your
to
bills and
save
that's
up
it.
for one.
Maybe 3 years. But yeah, I think too many abuse their position
Yeah.
rather than try and be inspirational with it. They just revel in it and well, I suppose one person that's never lost focus and that's never changed, he's always improved himself, is the biggest guy on YouTube. PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, PewDiePie.
He's always tried to improve his videos. He's always tried to make them funny. He's always tried to make shorter, so they're basically what people want. And he's found a way to edit them so that people don't know what's going off, but they find them funny.
I mean, when I say effortless, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna repeat the same word again, because like, I understand this on YouTube because basically people, for example, if I do Call of Duty videos for like a month, if our crew does Call of Duty videos, like if it's a solo or a group thing, maybe we're doing like a group thing and then we go to solo. Not many people are gonna enjoy solo, but there's still gonna be some people that might enjoy it. So people are gonna be like, no, it's not as funny anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it's like totally up to the people and their
You
opinion.
know what?
But
Did you see that Advanced Warfare video that I did?
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
little
yeah.
chat about Advanced Warfare. That was
Yeah.
me poking fun at the Call of Duty community because that's all they tend to do. They record a little bit of footage and then they'll put their intro and outro on and just talk bollocks to it. No, that was basically to show them, look, anybody can do this type of video, be original. Which is what I try and do. I try and be as original as possible without ruining the experience of the game. I want the game to be as full as possible, so other people get into the game.
yeah,
Because when Dying Light comes out, I do want to do a full Let's Play on it.
Like when I did COD, when I did the Advanced Warfare, you know what I mean? I didn't talk in between the
Yeah.
cutscenes. I waited to I'd be quiet for everything. And then when it comes down to it, like, yeah, come on, guys, we're going to do this. What the fuck? Where's this guy come from? Where the fuck? There's a fucking tank driving over me. What the fuck? Don't die, no. Kind of thing. That's me. That's my general sense of humor. That's me being, because obviously I'm shit at games, so I just try to do what I can when I can. and then I'd just be quiet for cutscenes because I do enjoy the storyline. And nobody wants you to be sat there rambling in the background while the storyline's going on, even if there is subtitles at the bottom.
Yeah, I think I'd love to watch a video that's, you know, like Snabis is in Call of Duty, because Snabis has got quite a unique way of editing his videos and stuff. Whereas if you look at some of the young kids YouTubers, I call them, they put shitloads of everybody else's stuff over the video, like fucking Snoop Dogg dancing and smoke weed every day and all this shit, and it's just noise. It's not entertaining at all. But
Yeah, it's repetitive.
yeah,
I mean, sometimes maybe you could put it just, I don't know, just to fit in, but like not all the time. If you do it over and over again, then yeah. Cause like I did this one game by myself because like no one else was available that day. It's called Lure of the Isle, and I don't know. I just put this title. I put the theme of the good, bad, and the ugly, and I put MLG Grandpa. And I'm not gonna do it again because, of course, it's gonna be repetitive. Because I know people out there. If someone else did that, not everyone, but like there will be some people. If they did that, they will repeat it just because they think people think it's funny.
But they do. They'll get so many views, and they'll think, "Oh yeah, people think."
Yeah, it's just like, "Yo, it's so funny."
And then they'll do it again. And it gets annoying, and I'm sick of seeing the shit in my feed, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like best Call of Duty snipe ever, and then I'll look at it, and it's freaking screaming, and
like, oh,
like I said, the same Snoop Dogg in the corner going smoke weed every day, and all this crap with freaking logos and shit being thrown at it. And it's like, what the freaking hell am I watching? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, at first when it was like new to the internet, that's the time when it was funny. But like after, it's been a year since that shit started. Probably more than a year. I've been seeing this over the internet a lot now. Like
it's been about 2 years. Since
a long time. People still do it. I'm just like, what? That's bullshit.
It's been just over 12 months now that I actually started being serious with my channel. And, you know, buckling down and actually wanting to try and make a difference.
Well, we just post. We don't even know if we're being creative or not.
But you see, I want to do more than just Let's Plays and gaming videos. I want to do actual sketches as well, funny sketches. But, you know, obviously you need some time to do stuff like that. And, you know, it's time I haven't got at this day and age. But it's time I hope I can get eventually to do it. Because I still want to do, obviously, the Let's Plays and the gaming videos because I find them freaking, you know, it's fun. I have fun with playing with you guys. I have fun killing you guys and you guys killing me.
Yeah, whatever.
Especially freaking... Especially some fucker with his knife in Call of Duty.
Snabis.
And the other one.
What other one?
Sal. Yeah, watch out for that video tomorrow, Snabis.
Oh, which Call of Duty is that?
You'll be pissing yourself. Black Ops 2 on PC.
Oh, I'll have to get it.
Yeah, we had a match the other day, and Sal was being very sneaky. And nasty.
Well, I took a piss. Wait, what were you guys talking about?
Yeah. I bet you were just out there taking it all in, head getting bigger and bigger.
Shit, dude.
Right, as I was saying, there are douches on the internet.
There'll always be douches on the internet. But
I'm
afraid we're going to have to leave it on that note. So it's a bit long now.
Oh, well.
We're past our minute.
All right, guys, we'll talk about that next week. Douches on the internet.
There are always douches on the internet.
Yeah, like some
of them. We've gone past an hour like 10 minutes ago. So
yeah,
that's it.
Oh, well, guys, thanks for watching. The podcast will also be available on SoundCloud, so check it out. The link will be in the description. And yeah. If you guys did enjoy this episode, leave a like on wherever you're watching it. And not a like, just leave an honest rating, like if you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy it, because...
If you think we're all a bunch of idiots, then tell us we're a bunch
we ain't got Phil on today. That's another day.
Yes. Hopefully we'll have Phil on next time. Thank you, Handsome Diddy, for joining us.
No worries. Anytime.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Handsome Diddy. It's been nice.
Yeah. Anytime. Cool. Just, you know, drop us a message and I'll come.
And hopefully
I bet you will.
And then he'll come on.
But yes, if you have any comments or thoughts on any further discussions, please drop it in the box down below.
Or tweet at us.
To talk
the
about
Twitter links will be in the description below. And That's it for the podcast.
What hashtag shall we use? The broadcast.
Broadcast.
Hashtag broadcast.
Yeah. All right, see you
Yeah.
guys.
On
Thanks
Twitter.
for watching. This is like my third time
What's-
saying it, but whatever.
Yeah,
I just wanna feel cool.
Much love to every single one of you guys, and peace.